In today's time, be it in the private sector or in the government sectors, when these sectors are open to recruit employees, then what they look forward in an employee, they see that a particular person can do 5 different works or must have 5 different skills to generate more and more productivity in their departments. But at the end of the day, they do not get such employees, and whereby they are compromised in fulfilling the demand of that department. Having said that, the country is producing lots and lots of graduates, but are we able to consume these graduates in their best version? So where is the problem? The problem is not with the employees, the problem is not with the departments, the problem is in the education system. Aspirations of the students are here, but the teaching is going on in this level. So there is no any match. We need to have a revolutionary education system. The conventional theoretical based classroom approach need to change. There has to be certain innovations, there has to be certain changes. We are still having a stagnant syllabus, that means old syllabus, which is not able to address the demand of today's time. I have seen many teachers, many educators are only concentrating on how to complete the syllabus. They are given a deadline, and within that deadline they have to complete the syllabus, and that has become a race right at this moment, which is why many faculties are turning out to be incompetent. But do you think so? Just completing your syllabus is going to make the children learn? See, teaching is just 10%. Rest 90% is what the children has actually learned from what you have explained. So that should be the mindset. It is not that how fast you have completed the syllabus. Theoretical based of teaching is outdated right now. So more and more practical classes has to be implemented in any curriculums, what I believe. Because what we do, we understand. Doing and learning habit, if we instill in our children, then they will able to understand. We all know that there are 3 basic needs of a human being: food, clothing and shelter. But then there is one more important, that is education. If there is no proper education, then one person can never dream to have food, clothing and shelter. Education is the only way that a person can able to achieve all these things in his or her life. As I earlier said, that the aspiration of a student is here, but the teaching is going on in this level, so which is not going to help. Friends, in years to come, there will be very less jobs, be it private, be it government, will able to provide, because automations are happening in many different countries, in many different industries. You can see that there are less people but more machines. So these machines are actually working much better than the humans. The other day I was browsing in internet and I saw that in Japan there is a hotel whereby the receptionist is not a human being but a robot. The housekeeping is a robot. The person who is actually greeting you is a robot. These are certain changes which have already taken place. In today's time, we can see, we can actually predict the future, how it is going to be. 8 billion is right now the current populations of this world, but the earth has a carrying capacity of 9 to 10 billions. Now just imagine what is going to happen to us. Being an Indian, we are right now 1.416 billions of people. Next to China, that is 1.426 billions, but then the China's population is decreasing, but our, as always, it is increasing. That is the reason you can actually Google and see that the Indian GDP is actually increasing more than China, more than any developed countries. But then are the citizens of India getting that much of economic stability? No, we are not. Why? Because of these populations. What will happen to those children right now who are in the schools when they will actually grow up? If they do not actually develop their skills, then what will they do with the certificates that they will get as a graduate? So teachers, don't you think so? Educators, don't you think so that you have higher responsibilities to make these present students more skilled in many different genres that they have? Now, in order to teach these children, don't you think so that we educators need to educate ourselves? Whatever we have learned is fine, but don't you think so that we need more exposures in certain ways so that we are able to cope up with this demand? Let us leave behind the incompetent way of teaching. Let us leave behind the conventional way of teaching. It is not going to help at all. Yes, it is going to give the children certain amount of knowledge, but that will be of no use. As it is said that if you invest in your brain, you will get the highest gain.